It's Tanya and I'm here making another layout with the gorgeous August Hip Kit Club kits. I'm having so much fun with these. And yes, if you haven't noticed, I've changed the background. I've now got some white paper on there because I believe it's easier to observe things. And yes, the freeze framing is going on. It's all very exciting when you learn new things with your video software. So yeah, I cut that black and white stripe as you can see there, and then I had the little triangle, so I stuck one at the top right, and I figure I can do all my elements at the bottom there where my photograph's going to go, and then on the top right I'm going to do some stuff as well. That is an exclusive 4x6 card which came in the Project Life kit, and now I'm just gluing things down. And once again, this is going to be one of my layouts where I spend quite a bit of time on the title. So yes, I thought I might use the kites, but then I didn't like them. They're not that I don't like the kites, don't get me wrong, the kites are lovely, but they were a bit big for my photograph. And yes, I did show you the photograph. It's of my two. Once again, this was taken at my birthday lunch, which was a wonderful time. And the photograph looks a bit faded, but that's because and I'm just removing the sticky stuff from the chipboard. Really must get my words right. The chipboard elements, because then it's easier to put them around. But yeah, my photograph looks a bit faded, but I think it's because it was a cell phone photograph and the colouring wasn't really good, so I did a bit of editing, and yeah, in reality it's not too bad. So yes, I took that So Fun from the Maggie Holmes Carousel chipboard sheet. Now I'm going to go with, my title is going to read, I wanted it to be "It's always so fun spending time with you," and then somehow the "so" fell away. That's very sad, because then it just becomes "It's always fun spending time with you." I do try and make the "so" work. You'll see there, you see I had the yellow "so," and I thought, oh well, that looks good, and then I just forgot about it. Yeah, bit of a shame really, but hey. So these are Claudia van Rain's labels that we got, probably in the Project Life kit, I never remember which one. So I'm going to use a couple of them to highlight some of these words, and I thought this was quite inventive because I wanted the "always" to fit onto the tag, and I wasn't too sure about the placement, so I went from the front and the back to the middle. And that worked actually really, really well. I love those black and white see-through letters. They're just great. They just add so much to your page, and they don't take up much space. It's like these little gold letters as well. I'm enjoying using those, and as you can see, I've used quite a few of them. I'm really doing well with using up the letter stickers in this kit this time. And that U is also from the Maggie Holmes Carousel, and yeah, you know, it's just, I hate to say fun all the time, but it's fun to do titles like this where you mix your fonts, you mix your cursive with your plain, and yeah, it's just, and the colours as well. As long as it looks cohesive, then you're doing fine. And you'll see there that I didn't put the N of spending, I didn't put it down, but your brain sees it, so it's fine. Your brain fills in the fact that that word is spending. So yeah, that can sometimes be something, because that F has got, you know, its droppy bit there, and I wanted it all to be in a good orientation. So yeah, I should know what all these little, like the drop down bit of an F is, but I don't. So here I've brought in two more of those labels. The time is a little minty label, and the width has got a lovely little pale pink label, so that all ties in as well. And yeah, now I'm just going to faff a little bit with placement. It's got to look right, you know, there. And I've noticed my "so," I try and fit it in, but it's just not, so I had to give up that and doing a little bit of adjustment again, because it's as we said, it's got to look right. And that, I thought this was quite cute, just putting it there on the right hand side, that little squunky thing. I don't even know what you would call that. I mean, I know it's a little border, but is it like it's not a scallopy border, a wavy border? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I apologise, there's quite a bit of my head in this. I've changed the angle of my filming. Well, I've zoomed in a bit more so it's easier to see, and yes, unfortunately then the head gets in the way. So I've tried to cut out of as much of that as I can. So, yes, you can just watch me doing a bit. I just want to have a little chat with you. So how is everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. Things have perked up a bit here since the last time I uploaded a video. I said things weren't going so well. My mum has been very, very ill, but it seems that things are turning around. So things are much more positive now, which is great. We were all very, very worried for a while there, and yeah, it got to be a little bit stressful, and I embarrassed myself at work and all sorts of things by being a bit emotional. You know, when you're half British, you're not supposed to be emotional. So, yeah. Well, you know, these things happen. So yes, I'm very pleased to report that she is hopefully on the mend. It's still early days, but we are much, much more positive. And I just wanted to thank all of you that posted comments on my last video. I really appreciate them, and yeah, it's a very caring community we have here on YouTube. It's lovely. So yeah, what have I done? I've stuck some things around. I've put some of those stickers behind. I put the very pretty flowers behind the its, and I then thought about changing my camera for a third bow, but I didn't like it, so I don't. And then I thought this was quite cute because I wanted to tie in, you know, I matted my photograph with that 4x6 card, and then I thought, well, why not dot it around the background paper, because then it ties in nicely and it just gives a little bit more. You know, I was counting how many. It's got to be odd numbers. I've learned that too. So I was just dotting them around in a, you know, randomly, but not randomly, obviously. It's supposed to look random, but it's also supposed to look cohesive. And now I'm bringing in a few more hearts again. It's because I want to repeat colors now. Shapes but more colors. I've got yellow going on in 3 places. I've got the teal going on in 3 places, and that very hot pink is going on in 3 places too. And now I'm bringing in a bit more dimension with these exclusive buttons that we received in the kits. And I thought about it on the left hand side, that third one, because it's got to be 3s again, but I move it because it's just doesn't look right there, you know. It looks off kilter, so I stick it down there as like a full stop on my sentence. Oh, look at me being all very grammatically correct. So yeah, now it's just a case of bringing in a few more bits like these little phrases. There's Maggie Holmes once again from her Carousel collection. And yeah, I wanted to say, I know I say it every single time, but I'm going to keep repeating it. I mean, these are just sequins on my hearts. Please come and join us in the Facebook forum. Oh, and come and join me and Arita in our Facebook group. We have lots of fun in there too. It's called Crafty Bunker of Ignorance. And I'm going to come to my photographs now. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this. I am having a lot of fun with these kits, and I think they're still for sale, so go and check them out on the Hip Kit Club's website. So thanks for watching, and we'll chat again soon. Bye bye.